Hello, beautiful people. Honest am here, the creator and writer of the Honesty Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives and to teach us how to become spiritual beings. A little bit about me: I do not just use the tarot, I use God and cusses in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlemagne God, it ain't gonna stop me. It ain't gonna stop me. It ain't gonna stop me. Alright. It's like, no, alright, y'all, let's get into it. Y'all, I'm in a new little setup. I did a little changing, rearranging, getting my energy right. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna get something back here. I think soon y'all about to see my outline. Y'all better not steal my shit now. Alright? But yeah, I think my outline is about to go up on that wall. So sure y'all gonna see a whole bunch of damn cue cards in a minute. So enjoy the blank wall for now. Alright, guys. What information do you have for us to become the alchemists of our life? To teach us how to become spiritual beings or just to bring heaven on earth? God, deliver these messages to me and through me as clear as possible. Allow no room for doubt or confusion. Gosh. Blue on out. We take that and we'll take this bottom one. I love it. So guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realm. And Starseed, raise the vibration of the planet through love, through your radiant love and light. I actually, this is so funny. When I first sat down, I said I was going to do a Starseed message, and this really feels like a Starseed message. Whether you believe it or not, there are beings and spirits, extraterrestrial. Y'all better make fun of me, okay? 448, but extraterrestrial. I don't even know how to say it. ET. They're shit out of space that, but they're rooting for us. Like, they want us to get it together. There's things in the water that's rooting for us, that want us to get it together. There's things that are sitting right next to you that you don't even know, that want you to get it together. And so what God is trying to get you to understand is that you're never alone. You're never alone. And actually what I've been learning more and more is that all of the answers is inside of you. So if you have anything that you want from God, if you want to, for some reason I'm getting the energy that you're the type of person that you kind of believe in the spirituality shit, but you don't really believe in it. You kind of believe in God, but you don't really believe in God. You kind of feel like you ain't really been there all your life. All you need to do is just ask. Whatever you want to ask. I actually just did a video where we sat there and I asked, like, whatever question you want to ask God, it's a simple yes or no question, asked it, and God literally gave us a whole message, clear answer of yes. So it's like, once you realize the answers are inside, and it's not just with tarot, like, you don't have to use these tarot cards. You can literally say, God, if I'm supposed to do X, Y, and Z, please let me see a red cardinal. Please let me see a red X3. Please, like, you can be that specific. And if it's for you, God gonna drive it right on past you. So I guess what I'm trying to get you to understand is, I say it all the time, but I can't get you to believe in God. I can't get you to believe that you're a spiritual being. All I can do is be an example. All I can do is just give you the tools. All I can do is just tell you how God has worked for me. All I can do is just keep coming on here every week and trying to let you guys know that this spiritual shit is real. But until you take it upon yourself and to try to test God out and to try to figure out how you can talk to your gods and your spirit angels, it's all going to seem like bullshit. But I got to the point where I don't give a damn. I don't need nobody to believe because I believe. I don't need nobody to understand because I understand, And that's where God's trying to get all of us eventually. But until you get there, you're, in the beginning stages of your spiritual journey and your spiritual awakening, you're going to need guidance. You're going to need assistance. And the thing is, I don't want you to that's honestly why I stopped doing tarot readings, because I just don't want people to rely on me. I don't want people to... I actually had my first and only, I had a bad reading. And the crazy thing is, I felt weird about the reading before I even did it. Like, the energy was off. I knew it was going to be fucked up. But, towards the end, I did the reading. I felt good about it. But then, of course, all types of bullshit came from it. And the thing is, it was because I understand that what I'm doing, I don't give feel-good readings. I give you information that you need to hear. I speak to your soul. I speak to the truth. And everybody is not open to that. Like, I'm not somebody that's going to tell you, oh, you got love coming in your life, or, oh, you about to manifest this great dream if you ain't did shit to work towards that manifestation. You know, like, I'm not somebody that's going to do that. I don't give you feel good readings. I don't say shit to make you feel good. Like, yes, there may be things in it that may inspire you and to do it, but my purpose is not to make you feel good. My purpose is to help you become a spiritual being, you know? And so I stopped doing it because I realized, like, I don't tell people shit that they want to hear. You know? I tell people shit they need to work on. I tell people shit that they need to improve. And yes, I say it in a way that makes them feel better. Like, I can say it in a certain way, but at the root of it, I'm not doing no feel-good readings. I'm doing shit to really help you advance on your path. And so for a long time, I was like, well, you know, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm going to be selfish. I'm just going to do these personal readings. I'm going to do my own little readings, but that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to do shit for the YouTube channel. And then I got a message from a girl who did a reading last year, y'all. And she just told me since December, she's been wanting to, like, reach out to me. But she like, I have came back to your message so many times. And my life is just completely transformative. And she like, and it's because I actually did every single thing you said. Like, she like, I didn't want to book another reading because I really wanted to make sure that I took care of everything that you said in that reading. And it's like she brought me to tears because it just let me know that, one, what I'm doing is beneficial, and it like, she gets it. Like, for the right people who understands it's not you. I'm not doing these tarot readings to get rich. You know, like, I'm not doing these tarot readings for you to come talk to me every month and every decision you make and you like, oh girl, what should I do? No, it's like the answers are inside of you, you know? I try to teach you to rely on yourself. I try to teach you to trust yourself. And so I say all that to say that until you start walking this path, until you realize that you're not alone, until you figure out how you can communicate to God, it's all going to be bullshit. It's all going to be, you know, it's all going to be, you're going to always you're going to keep relying on these videos. You're going to keep being on YouTube over and over again. It's because you're looking for guidance outside of yourself. And there is no guidance outside of yourself. If you ever connect with anything that's on this channel, the reason why you're connecting is because you already know this information. I'm just reminding you. I'm just bringing it back to your awareness. Angel number 723. But when I say something to touch your heart, it's because you already know it to be true in your soul. You know? You see what I'm saying? It's already in you. The credit don't come to me. I'm not the smart back. Like, the credit goes to you because you already knew this, but you're in your spirit aligned with me so that you can get that message in order to get that confirmation. Do you hear what I'm saying? You see how that power went from me to you? Because I don't have no fucking power in your life. You have all the power. If I touch you, it's not because of something I'm saying. It's not because I'm so special. It's because you already know that information. And I'm just reminding you it. I'm saying it in the way where you're like, oh shit, I get it. You see what I'm saying? It's not about me. Release anything that keeps you from your authentic self. So again, I just feel like what God is saying with this message is that it's time for you to start relying on yourself. It's time for you to start getting your guidance for yourself. It's time for you to see that you're a spiritual being. It's time for you to start working with the divine on your own. Like, I mean, and I'm not saying that it's like, stop watching these videos, to stop watching these videos, but to just, I want to change the way that you're watching these videos. I really want you to, instead of looking for like, okay, I want you to ask yourself, how does this apply to my life? How is this helping me? Matter of fact, even from this moment on, I want you, before you even look at the video, to ask God to reveal to you, you know, God, highlight the information that I need to do, that I need to hear. God, make sure that it touched me. I don't want to miss what you're trying to give to me. You hear what I'm saying? So that you can so that when you're listening to the messages, you're listening to it from a different eyes versus just listening to it to be like, to be inspired. Like, because I used to listen to somebody daily motivationals, and I was listening for it because I needed something to rely on in the morning. I needed something to keep me going. So she's like, oh, it's a celebration. Oh, it's a manifestation. I used to be excited about it. Like, oh yes, a manifestation is coming. And then 2 weeks go by, no manifestation coming. And then my feelings hurt because I'm like, damn, God don't love me. God ain't looking out for me. How is this stuff working for everybody but me? But it's again because I was relying on her. I didn't just ask for, I didn't listen to that message and be like, oh, am I truly in alignment? I just took the manifestation and ran with it. So you see what I'm saying? Make sure you're in alignment with the messages. That's it. Let's just get some quick tarot real quick. Guidance and Starseed. God, what are you trying to get us to understand with this message of guidance and Starseed? Allow no room for doubt or confusion. What are you trying to get us to release? What do we need to know about the guidance and Starseed? How do we raise our vibration? How do we know that the information is inside of us? What is blocking us from getting, from us connecting to our masters and our guides? What is blocking us from recognizing that we're a Starseed? A Starseed is just somebody. Starseed to me is the same thing as spiritual being. Same fucking name. To me, it's just the same being thing. You know, Starseeds, they say that you've been reincarnated from other planets and you come here to make the planet well, but that's really what we all do. Honestly, like, I know it makes us feel special, it makes it feel good, but the truth is we're all Starseeds. Especially black people. But especially black people. Okay. Guidance. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles, this is so beautiful. Angel number 1111. Oh, I love that. New portal of new beginning. What do you see this? I just see abundance, right? This is like a peacock. We always see peacocks and they're super luxurious and all of that stuff. And with this guidance, well, that's what God is trying to get you to understand. You're a fucking peacock. You see this inside of her? All of these eggs are sitting there. All of these pentacles are inside of her. You're sitting there wondering, well, how am I going to get these resources? How am I going to get this? How am I going to get this? And what God is trying to get you to understand is you worried about all these people to help you and to do this, but really you got all the tools inside of you. It's a thing that I've been saying to myself, and it was like, it was trending on IG. Anything I need, I already have. All that anything I desire, I will receive because my reality is created by me. Anything I want, anything I need, I already have. Anything I have is all that I need. Anything I desire, I will receive because my reality is created by me. And so I used to just sing that all the time. Angel number 1212. And so that's what God is just trying to get you to understand. Like, you need to change your mindset to stop looking outside of yourself and to really look inside of yourself. Like, I actually feel like this message is really like so key for me, because it's not that I'm looking outside of myself. It's not that I'm like, I am past that point of where I need to like listen to external readers. Like, I don't do that no more. I used to listen to a whole bunch of tarot readers. I only listen to one. Like, I don't need that, but I do find myself still trying to looking for these external things, you know, like the subscribers, the investor, the mentor, you know, all of that. And I really, on the 8/8 portal, when I was on vacation, I like happened to turn to Revolt. And it was T.D. Jakes was talking, Bishop T.D. Jakes was speaking, and he was doing this sermon. And the first, like, as soon as I like clicked on, I was barely looking at it for like 2 minutes, and he was like, you know, sometimes you need to be ignored. Sometimes you need to be left out. Sometimes you need to be skipped over because God wants you to work on your pride. God wants you to, you know, that's the worst thing. God doesn't like pride. And I realized that's me. Like, it's like, I feel great. I feel amazing. And because I feel so amazing and great, I feel like everybody in the fucking world should be on the same thing. Like, sometimes I really be like, how the fuck do I not have 111 views every goddamn day? You know, like, how is it like I'm not already at 100 subscribers? How, you know, like, how certain people can get 1,500 and I'm not getting it? And it's like, and I think I know when I saw that message, I'm like, it's my pride. Like, I still have to die to my pride. I still have to get beyond that shit. And it's really because I'm looking for it. God, and you know what is it saying? Like, if I'm looking for it, then that must mean that, again, I'm not feeling it deep down inside. Angel number 1404. So it's like God is saying, stop looking for the external blessing and to really focus internally and to focus on connecting with yourself and with God so that you can get all those blessings that are meant for you. For Starseed, I see the moon, and with the moon is literally like this woman. She's like sitting, like, doesn't it look like she's like in this beautiful iceberg? It's like the middle of the night, and it's like she's just like looking up at the moon, and she's just like, God, what's going on? Like, what am I supposed to do? Reveal the truth to me, God. The moon is all about things coming to light. And I feel like that's what God is saying. Like, if you just ask for the guidance, if you just ask God, reveal to me the truth of things, reveal, clear the confusion, clear the illusions, just allow me to get to the truth of my purpose and who I am, God will reveal it to you. Like, you could just literally just sit back and just watch the universe unfold it, because you're a starseed. Like, that's the fucking universe job. Like, it's to literally, it's your personal butler. Like, it's to literally give you the things that you desire. But if only you knew that already, if only you knew that you had the power to demand the universe reveal the tricks and illusions. You see what I'm saying? And I also feel like what God is saying, there's maybe there are probably so many illusions and tricks in the world, because we're, as starseeds, we're rejecting our path. We're not allowing ourselves to just shine brightly and to just be our true self. So that's why I was saying, release it. Allow yourself to move forward in your next reality. Angel number 1545. Release those past ways of being, your past faults. And it's like, release the need to have those external, presence, those external guidances, and really learn to trust yourself and the information that is on the inside. Okay? All right. I think I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to end us with a black angel. I'm going to leave it there because I feel like this message, I don't want to keep beating it over, but I really, really feel like God is just telling us to just stop looking externally, to just really go internally, so that we can ultimately raise the vibration of the planet. We can get some of that confusion out. And also, when you start trusting on yourself and getting the guidance for yourself and working on your relationship with the spirit world, it will remove all of those illusions for you. Okay? All right, beautiful message. Guidance, Starseed, 9 of Pentacles, the Moon, with the Chariot and Release. God, what are you trying to get us to understand with this message of understanding that the guidance is inside of us, knowing that we are wealthy and worthy already without touching or achieving anything? How do we know that we're starseeds and we were here to raise the vibration of the planet? How can we move through these illusions so that we can become who we're ultimately meant to be? How can we move past the illusions and move towards our destiny? God, allow no room for doubt and confusions. Allow one final message. Wrap it up in a beautiful bow, God. We love you so much, God. God, made my prayer. Oh, yeah, these messages started off rocky, but they're ending well. So our bottom card, actually, I'm going to take the top. Mother Wit. Bottom is the Helper. I'm gonna tell y'all what the bottom means with the Helper. I'm just gonna tell you what they both mean, but I'm only gonna read Mother Wit. So the Helper, if you selected the Helper, you are far too absorbed in what you do in life. You are mission driven, and your way of pushing in life drains your energy. This draining and pushing is an escape from other parts of your life. What or who are you avoiding? What are the true intentions of your missions? Are you realistic about your capabilities? For some reason, I was getting the message that for a lot of you guys, you're so helping, you're so overgiving, you're always the one volunteering for something, but at the extent of yourself. It's like you are so caught up in other people's lives and being a helper for other people that you kind of come secondary. And so what God is trying to get you to understand is that you are primary in your life, and that you were sent here for a soul mission, and that it's time for you to really start getting on that mission and recognizing that you don't have to be a helper to others in order to earn love. I kind of feel like you're overextending yourself because you feel like, well, I don't want to be alone. I want these people to get me. And God is saying, you don't have to get love that way. If you just focus on yourself, love yourself, like the people who really love you are not going to be mad if you're going to start loving on yourself. The people who are for you are not going to be mad that you start working on yourself because they want you to be the best person that they need you to be. The people who only need to use you and want you to be their cheerleader, they are the ones that are going to be mad when you start working on yourself because they can no longer use you as a tool. So you don't want those people in your life anyway. So it's like God is saying, let's stop being so mission driven and so focused on other people that we're not recognizing that we are the prize all along. Okay? Last card for this Mother Wit. If you selected the Mother Wit, you have a great ability and fearlessness that others desire, and yet you could be unaware that you are an obstacle to the healing capacities within you. There's no one outside of yourself that can teach you what you already know. You need only to step aside and allow the teacher within you to speak and act in your life. So doubling down on that message of guidance. So what God is saying, again, you're helping people so much. You're so focused on everybody else, not even paying attention to the true desires in your heart. And so what God is saying, it's time for you to change that around. Focus on yourself. Only you can allow yourself to lead that life. And so really step into yourself, step into your power, and you'll ultimately become the person that you want to be. All right. Final message from the Mother Wit. And it goes as follows. You express the untold truths. The Mother Wit represents truth. You have a consciousness that is expressed in few words. The Mother Wit expresses truth. You have consciousness that is expressed in few words, but words that are clear, exact, truthful, and powerful. Your wit seems to come from nowhere, when in fact it is your wit seems to come from nowhere, when in fact it is an ancestral nature. Do you find yourself stumbling into a mess with your quick words? Wit is an old indigenous voice of power that is sharp, clear, and perspective of life. Wit is an old indigenous voice of power that is sharp, clear, and perceptive of life. This sharp way of speaking can be seen as indignant or anger. As a result, many of us have been taught not to use our ancient skill of wit, and therefore it has been rooted out of our way of being. This censoring of such an innate ability can be damaging to the expression of spirit. Still today, speaking in such a manner is misunderstood, causing Mother Wit to be punished or ostracized at times. At the same time, people wish they could say things as clear and spirited as you say them, not realizing that you were born with this ability. You have rare perception and profound innate intelligence. You have rare perception and a profound innate intelligence. You are on it, or to the point. When you are in your waking path, you do not fear saying the wrong things. Bringing meaning and consciousness to life is the key to who you are. On the sleeping path, you can be seen as sarcastic at times. This sarcasm can cause a great divide between you and others. Others do not know whether to laugh, thank, or be angry with you. Your wit is both your saving grace and your lack of grace. Sometimes the response you get from others is so intensely negative that you move towards silence. In silencing your soul walks the sleeping path, because it is not able to be expressive and alive. When you find yourself silenced or repressed, your mother wit and power disappears. Mother wits can sometimes be seen as sassy, especially for young girls, when in fact you have an intelligence that is ancient and favorable in many indigenous societies. Watch for being self-righteous. A reflective silence practiced daily will help sweeten your voice, as you will begin speaking from that meditative silence. Adding tenderness and love to your words can ease the sting often associated with wit. This can also open up the path of communication for you that feels authentic. Watch for fear in your expressions. What are you trying to control in communicating with others? Speak softly so that the bird in you and others does not fly away from fear, but rather takes flight from having freed from the fear in the wisdom you share. Remember, you also bring humor with your wit. However, be cautious of reducing your gifts to mere entertainment. You can be effective by surfacing sensitive truths about life. Wit can serve as a short, direct line to unearthing complex emotion. Allow your mother wit energy to help you reconnect to your heart. You may need to first recover from feelings that is not okay to use wit. Above all, honor your wit as sacred energy. As sacred medicine, angel number 2653. And as I was reading that message, I was being reminded of actually the message that I got from my spirit guides, and they were just telling me to keep speaking. When I was young, they actually saw like this image of somebody like slamming my jaw shut. But I don't know if somebody actually did that or not, but what happened was I used to be like, one of those little girls that I was very curious. I spoke my mind. And like over time that kind of just got taken away from me. Like, it was just, I don't know. It's just like what this was saying. It's like I started getting silenced because I realized that I didn't think like other people. I didn't talk like other people. Even within my family, I felt a lot of rejection. And I felt very isolated a lot of the times. And so it made me feel like I couldn't be my true self. And it made me feel like I had to put up false masks, and that I had to, you know, the only way that I can get love from people is if I was helping them or if I was being assistance like to them. I really felt like I had to like, you know, like perform for love. And like, honestly, this process of my spiritual awakening has just really taught me that, you know, the answers are always inside of me. I've always been talkative. I've always been wanting to tell stories and to, you know, have a platform like this. But because of the fear of my past, I just, you know, I was afraid to do it. I had to get past these illusions and just trust the information that was inside of me. You know, even now, like I still have moments of doubts, but it's like every time I have moments of doubt, God just sends somebody like that girl, or I'll bump into somebody, or somebody will send me a message about my article and be like, oh my God, girl, this is so good. And it'll just keep pushing me on my path. And so I say all that to say that I don't know what you may be working on. I don't know what you may be, you know, working towards, a dream that you're trying to shoot for, but just know that if God put it on your heart, then you are worthy of achieving. There is literally a card that's right here, say whatever I desire I can acquire, angel number 2626, and every thought is attracting this essence. So it's like God is just trying to get you to understand that as you start to better yourself, as you start to think differently, as you start to believe that your dreams will come true, what God needs you to do is just to continue to focus on the inside, focus on these treasures, and knowing that you have all the tools inside, and anything that you need, all you need to do is ask God for it, and He will deliver it just like that, because He's not the author of confusion. He's the author of deliverance, okay? And victory and all that good shit, okay? All right, y'all, that is all the messages I have for you. If it's beneficial for you, please give me a thumbs up. If you made it to the end of this message and you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, girl. Oh boy, subscribe. So no. All right, y'all, that's all the messages I have for you. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Guys, I'm thinking about opening up my personal readings again. If you are interested in that, please let me know. Send me a quick email down below. I'm aiming for September through the first 2 weeks of November, and then we're going to shut it down for the rest of the year, and then, you know, may come back out. But I'm not working through the holiday. I know that for a fact. So if you're interested, let me know. I want to put you on the list, angel number 2727, because I'm really only probably going to do like 5 readings a month, and I want to make sure that you don't miss out. All right, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.